Okay, so I believe in one of my earlier videos, I said that COVID was finally ending, and I don't think that could have aged any worse than it did, because that was, I believe, almost a year. However, with restrictions finally lifting in Canada, maybe I'll actually be able to go outside for once. I'm very skeptical if that's even gonna happen, because they keep talking about another wave, but I feel like people just kind of don't care. It doesn't really matter if people are anti-vax or whatever. People are just so tired of hearing about. Also, with all the stuff that's going on around the world, COVID has really brought out the worst in everybody. It seems like the world was on a fast track down, and COVID just kind of accelerated everything. All the problems that people had just got exemplified, and there was a lot of stuff like domestic violence and suicide and all of those things that sort of peaked during this time. Not to mention all of the racism and the political instability and, the wars that have been going on. And also the fact that a lot of people have lost their jobs and the economy's down and everything's going to shit pretty much. If you are in something, it's bad. The only thing I would say is good is maybe stuff online, but even then it's, as someone who usually just plays video games, it's also been not great since the pandemic happened. Now, before I made a video on this saying that everything was going well and this year was so much growth and all of those things, and while I still stand by that, that was for the time. I, just like many other people, have fallen into sort of a downfall of depression from this, not being able to do things, even things that I don't usually want to do. It's just not having the freedom to be able to do it that did make me upset. Of course, I still did abide by the rules because I didn't really want to get sick, because if I got sick, my entire family would probably die from it, but it still is a problem not being able to do it. And I've seen changes in this platform and other places even from this. It seems like everyone's had time to just sit down and think about all this existential things that they usually don't have time for now that they've been forcibly unemployed. And that is a good thing and a bad thing, because it does mean that a lot of problems that people just weren't able to sort out have been sorted out. But it also showed people how bad things actually are, which is something that people don't really tend to deal with. Hell, there's even content creators ODing from not being able to deal with the stress of being inside all the time. However, maybe it's finally over. I'm very doubtful though, and honestly, this whole thing doesn't even seem that bad compared to the fact that there's literally a war happening right now for pretty much no reason that anyone can speculate on. So, with that in mind, maybe it's not that bad.